Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the best damn sports podcast. Period. Welcome back, everyone, to the What Do Women Know About Sports podcast. I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
We back. And it's sooner than before.
Right. Yeah, way sooner.
Way sooner. So last time we were here, the Denver Nuggets had won the championship.
Yep.
And then Ja Morant, we have learned of his consequence or whatever since his little second incident. He is suspended 25 games for the start of the next season. Some people feel he got off easy. What do you think?
I feel like the second time he should learn his lesson. So,
What do you think he will?
I hope so. I mean, I'm sure.
Okay.
I would think if you're not playing 25 games.
So let's say he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Well, there needs to be stricter. It has to be more than him just not playing no games. Maybe hit him where his pockets.
I mean, I'm sure he has already lost some endorsements.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So
I'm sure.
I don't know.
But
it needs to be harsher than like him not playing no games. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, and we have, I think it was last week was the NBA draft.
Yeah.
The first round draft pick. His name is Victor Wembanyama. I'm calling him Wemby. He's going to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Good pick. Wasn't that his favorite team growing up or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
So yeah, to be able to play for them,
yeah. I mean, shout out to all the young men who were drafted though.
I'm gonna need these number one draft picks to actually
do something.
Like you number one for a reason. We need to see that, and we haven't been seeing that lately.
Especially as of late,
right?
As of late, we have not.
Come on,
because the year where Jason Tatum was picked, he was second in the draft.
It's always the ones after.
The first round draft pick was Markelle Fultz. I mean,
Zion Williamson was the number one.
I mean. So yeah. As of late, these first round draft picks ain't really first round draft picking. They not really first round draft picking. So hopefully, Victor,
he
come in, he mesh with the Spurs and do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And get the Spurs back to being a contender.
Right.
Because I would hate for a program that Popovich built to just, dwindle. You know what I'm saying? Because we like Pop.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also in the draft, shout out to the two twin brothers.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Is it Amen and Asar? Is that how you say it?
That's how I'm saying it.
The Thompson brothers.
Shout out
how about
to them.
that?
Shout out to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, the draft is always so special because you get to see people's dreams visibly come true.
Yeah, you get to see the families,
especially the moms and the dads.
I'm sure they have been to every game.
Parents be extra
sacrificing
because they be emotional just because of they had sacrificed so much just for their kid to get to this position,
and then they can return the favor.
They can return. Listen, because I think
return on their investment.
I think the goal for any person who makes it to a draft and win whatever sport is to return the favor back to their parents.
Heck yeah,
that is the ultimate goal. Is to say
that's a dream.
Is to
be
say,
able to
I bought my mama a house or I bought my daddy a car.
Exactly.
Anything.
Right.
It's to give back to your parents, especially to the people who did whatever it took to get you in this position. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the draft picks.
Yep.
I hope y'all enter into the season when it starts and give it your best. That's all we can ask. That's all we can ask. However, we are currently in NBA trade season.
Oh, it's been a lot going on. So is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah,
you want to talk about that right now?
I do, because it's more fun to me than the actual playoffs sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes
it can be.
It can be because
It can be.
Listen, it be some stuff I be looking at like, who in the front office making these decisions? Because I be having some questions, but I don't work in y'all front office, so I can't really complain.
Mm-hmm.
But it be some stuff I just be like, okay. Who decision was this?
Okay.
All right. So where should we start?
Okay, D-Lil. All right.
Damian Lillard, he not going nowhere.
He need to follow in Bradley Beal's footsteps and leave.
So you know how on Facebook we can like go back and like view our old memories.
Yeah.
I went through my memories either today or yesterday, and I for sure had a post about Bradley Beal. St. Louis's own. And I said Bradley Beal just don't want to win.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah.
He want to stay in Washington forever. Psych. He going to Phoenix now.
Thank you.
Boom.
Thank you.
He going to Phoenix now.
Like, that's another one. Yeah, Phoenix. You got a Brad Beal. Like
that's gonna be a monster.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton, and Bradley Beal.
Okay.
That's
okay.
a squad.
The West is always stacked.
That's a squad.
Like,
but Damian Lillard, sir. Why?
The Portland Blazers continue to not give this man help.
It's like every season or at the end of every season when it's like the trade talks going on, he's always in the front office talking with somebody, and it never works. When he got to be done talking or tired of talking at this point, right? Because I'm tired of listening, and I'm not even listening for real. What's the problem?
Oh no, I don't know.
So
this should be enough for him to leave.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
I guess the question is, or it's my question to you. So why do you think that he wants to stay in Portland so bad?
I don't know. He probably wants help.
Mm-hmm.
In order, I don't.
Okay, so
I just feel like he needs help. I think he doesn't want to give up on the team just yet.
So do you think he wants to be one of those players where he spends his entire career with one team and brings them a championship?
No.
Okay.
No. They just need to give him some help. But I'm not understanding why he not. It's time to go.
I'm not complaining. I don't really.
He probably just don't want to. Like I said, he probably just don't want to give up on the team just yet. I don't know.
But why?
I don't.
Because it feels like the team has given up on you. If we gonna be honest, and by the team I don't mean the players.
Yeah.
I mean your GMs, the folks in charge.
Mm-hmm.
They're not listening. They clearly aren't watching these games either. But that's beside the point. So if they are not listening and watching and seeing like what is transpiring, why are you?
There's just a lot of trade rumors going on about him going to like maybe swapping. Let's see. Maybe Kyrie is probably going to the Sixers.
Okay.
Or the Clippers. Look. I don't know.
Listen, here's the thing.
I don't know.
It's three people currently that I'm sick of hearing about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's Damian Lillard, James Harden.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing about him.
And Kyrie Irving. I'm sick because what are we doing?
Speaking of Kyrie, he said that I think he wants his next team that he wants to go to has to be a team that he can like stay at for the rest of his career.
So what was his problem with Dallas?
He said that before. Didn't he say that before though?
So what was the issue with Dallas? I feel like Dallas could have been a spot for you.
It could have.
I feel
but
like
obviously it didn't work out for whatever reason.
But he got traded this season.
Yeah.
So you really didn't give it time. It takes time to really gel. It's not going to happen in months of you entering into a season at the back end of a season. Mm-hmm. He really didn't give it a try. Mm-hmm. If we being honest, I don't feel like he gave it a try. Because I feel like Dallas could have worked.
It could have. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I like his mindset. I feel like wherever you pick, I feel like that should always be your goal is to make this place your forever team. Yeah. Cool, great, all of that. But you have to put the effort in.
I don't know. Maybe he the problem. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say that. But
just an hour ago. So Kyrie Irving agrees to resign with the Dallas Mavericks.
Cause I just said it.
It's about an hour.
I just said it should work. You gotta give it time.
There we go.
You gotta give it time.
There we go. Yeah. So he signed on to a 3-year, $126 million contract.
So now with him going back, this gives him and Luka the chance to really figure out, okay, what's going to be our roles?
Right.
How do we get this to work?
Yeah, they got all summer to figure it out.
Listen,
because he came in the middle of the season.
Exactly. That's the that's the difference. So they have all summer to figure it out and like.
And then what's his name? I can't think right now. Luka. He was injured, so they kind of played a part. So the Mavericks, they traded Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2029 first-round draft pick, and 2 second-round picks for Irving in February.
And so that's what went to Brooklyn, right?
Yes,
so.
He went back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Kyrie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kyrie.
So he's staying. Another person who's staying
is Draymond Green.
Yeah. Because he was an unrestricted free agent, so he could really pretty much choose where he wanted to go. So,
I mean, the Warriors have been having like a lot of like changes happening. Aside from them trading for Chris Paul, they and Jordan Poole has been traded to a different team.
Okay.
Didn't like the GM step down too?
Not sure.
I think Bob Myers did. But aside from that, shout out to Draymond. He's staying.
Yeah.
He signed a 3-year deal?
It was a 4-year deal.
Okay.
$100 million contract. So hey, I feel like the Warriors need him.
They do.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't care what
he just fits. He just fits there. Like I can't. Could you see him on any other team?
No. And like I don't care how you feel about Draymond or whatever. Him, Clay, and Steph.
They the dynamic
fit
trio.
So whoever you bring into the team, they have to fit with them. That is the core.
I agree.
That is the core. So without like one of them, it doesn't work. No shade. Without one of them, it doesn't work. So I'm glad he's coming back. So the team will look like the core players now. One will be Steph, Clay, Draymond, Wiggins, and Chris Paul.
So Klay Thompson, he's entering his final year of his contract. But most likely they'll probably keep him. To keep the trio alive.
They will keep Clay.
Right. They're gonna do whatever they can to keep.
Them together, especially like the Splash Brothers. Like, come on! But it's gonna be fun to see like what this new core, what this group does with the addition of Chris Paul.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting to see like how that's going to look.
So Draymond Green is 36 years old, y'all. He is 36 years old. So once his new contract expires, he would have played 14 NBA seasons.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah.
Okay. So about these, so like shout out to Draymond, Bradley Beal, they going to new, they are going and staying with teams which will benefit them. Another trade which was interesting to me was this whole like Porzingis, Kristaps Porzingis trade. He's going to the Celtics, I believe. No, he's going to the Wizards. Whatever this trade was, it was falling apart like within hours, and I was confused by the whole thing. So at first the trade read as, or it was breaking news. I only trust Woj with my breaking news. So if
I've heard somebody say that they only trust him and somebody else.
if it's not coming from Woj, I don't care. So the trade at one point was the Celtics are working on a trade just to acquire the Wizards' Kristaps Porzingis in a 3-team deal, which will send Malcolm Brogdon to the Clippers and Danilo Gallinari and Marcus Smart, and then his name is Amir Coffey to Washington. That fell apart. So then we got an update, like the whole deal fell apart. But the Celtics still did trade Marcus Smart. And I was so shocked by that. Like, were you shocked? Mm-mm. Really? Why not? Because I was really shocked. You want to know why?
Why?
He got green hair. And, you know, I feel like he dyed his hair for his team.
Yeah, I feel like he going to do it for this next team,
but
too.
I feel like he was a fit for Boston. So I was really surprised by that. Yeah. He's going to
he can go elsewhere.
He's going to the Grizzlies.
Good. He fit right in.
Does he really? So
Yeah.
So do you think he'll be a fit with Ja and
Yeah.
in the replacement of Dylan Brooks?
I can see him on that team.
Really? I don't know. I was really surprised. I was like, oh, not Marcus Smart.
I can see him on there. Yeah. Yeah.
But going to the Grizzlies though, the Grizzlies is not a popular. It's not a popular place to be.
Well, I mean, shoot, it is now.
So Porzingis is still with the Wizards, I'm assuming, but like Marcus Smart has left the Celtics and he's going to Memphis, and I'm just really surprised by that because I was really shocked. I was like, when I was watching, I was like, this is falling apart. And I just had I really was like, I felt as if I was Marcus Smart, I would be mad. You sending me to Memphis? Folks don't like them right now. But
no, they don't. Well,
as you just said, like he is a defensive player of the year, and he might be a good fit for them, and because he brings maturity
and expertise. You know, he's been in the finals.
He's been in the finals, and he's going deep in the finals. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he's going deep into the playoffs and to the finals.
Right.
So he brings like that maturity to the team, and so it might be of good help to them.
That's what I can
still be mad. No shade. I would still be mad. But like that's just me. What's next on the docket?
So yeah, the NFL. So have you heard about what's going on?
No, what happened?
So a bunch of players got suspended because they were doing a little bit of gambling. Yeah, so Indianapolis, what?
Gambling. We don't got no money for for that. I'm sorry. I lose $20. I'm ready to go.
So you got Indianapolis Colts player Isaiah Rodgers and defensive end Rashad Berry were some of the players that were suspended indefinitely by the NFL this past Thursday, huh?
That's a long time.
Indefinitely. Yesterday, for violating the league's gambling policy.
Baby, you ain't never coming back. Indefinitely means.
So they probably not gonna play the whole season.
I hope you saved your money. I hope you saved, Will.
They don't make that money.
I hope you saved. Invested, at least.
That's what they was. Never mind. Yeah, so Isaiah Rodgers, Rashad Berry, Demetrius Taylor, they were all suspended through at least the 2023 NFL season.
I feel bad.
They were gambling last year. So these players can apply for reinstatement at the end of the 23 season.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know, right?
Was it worth it?
So Tennessee Titans player Nicholas Pettit Frere. So he received a 6-game suspension for gambling on non-NFL games at a team facility.
Well, at least he only got 6 and it was non-NFL.
Oh my God.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And definitely it's like, man, it means like you ain't never coming back, sir.
Yeah. So following the suspensions though, the Colts announced that they waived Berry and Rodgers.
Oh.
So yeah. Good luck to them.
This is why I don't watch football. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's heavy. Ooh, the gambling. I hope they saved Will and invested. Well, cause that gotta hurt. That is your paycheck. That is like they fired you.
They went gambling like a lot.
But your income has been cut short for a whole season.
Because you're not.
Because you're not playing. The price of eggs is up. Because you're not playing.
Yeah.
All because you wanted to gamble.
Yeah.
So, I'm just flabbergasted.
It's all about the integrity of the game.
Well, I hope they enjoyed the gambling fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how sad I sound for them? Sorry for them.
Sorry to that man. No.
Sorry to that man. Okay. Let's take a step away, like from the major, sports like basketball, football. Simone Biles.
Yeah.
She's coming back.
Hallelujah.
Simone Biles is coming back.
I don't know if I heard that rain, but yeah, it's coming down.
We needed rain. It's been,
Listen,
listen,
between that smoke and the heat.
Listen. That day, when they was
What was
like,
that, Wednesday?
when they were like, the smoke from Canada, I said, Canada? That was like 2 weeks ago when New York had
It's slowly coming on down.
So listen, we are close to the 4th of July. It's next Tuesday. So I'm thinking all the smoke I'm seeing outside Tuesday night is fireworks smoke.
Nope.
Not really realizing it's the smoke from, it could be smoke from Canada.
That's what they were saying on the news.
I'm thinking it's fireworks because where we live at, folks do start early on the fireworks.
Oh, they started like a week early.
They start early on the fireworks. And so listen, I'm giving y'all a disclaimer. Since y'all started early, be done on the 4th.
They're not.
Be done on the 4th.
They're going to be done.
Be done on
like
the 4th.
a week later.
On the 4th, be done, please. Thank you. But yeah, Simone Biles, she is coming back. So I know Team USA, they are going through like trials now because they're getting ready for 2024, which is next year's Summer Olympics.
Yeah, she actually returned Chicago. Well, she plans to return, I'm sorry, in early August in Chicago at the U.S. Classic. Well, outside of Chicago.
Okay.
So yeah. It's her first event since the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
Okay.
Remember that? Yeah. The pandemic delayed Olympics.
Because she did get married recently.
She did. Congrats, yeah.
Congrats to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's Simone Biles. She's gonna kill whatever she does. Like, I have no doubt. So like, I'm happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for the Olympics because it's.
I love the
do.
Olympics. I like gymnastics.
But here's the thing. I am sad. You wanna know why? Because listen, the people who like we grew up watching, they're like retiring. So now we gotta get used to new people and hope that these new people win and keep these traditions alive.
Like the men's basketball team.
I was just finna say.
Yeah.
Because listen, they barely made it in the 20 in Tokyo. They barely got there. So it's not that it's sad. It's just that it's sad just because like you're like the players we watch are getting older and are retiring. So it is time for
you gotta rely
players.
on a new.
But like it's the circle because like I'm sure when like people like Larry Bird and them like transitioned out, I'm sure they were like what these new people
right.
So it's an adjustment period. So yeah, but I'm excited. I love the Olympics though. Like I think
me too. Especially the
like
summer one. I don't really do the winter, but the summer.
I like the snowboarding in the winter and the bobsled.
I only really watch figure skating.
I like the figure skating.
I love figure skating. Yeah, I watch that mainly.
I watch the skiing, the snowboarding, and the bobsledding. Oh, and the is that curling?
What you do? Don't do that.
The curling with the
I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Is that a broom?
I don't know.
Oh, but I do like the hockey.
You watch hockey?
Yeah. Okay. Team USA, especially the women. Cause like the men, because like hockey is not an American sport. It's a Canadian sport. So I don't really be like really trusting that we can always get the gold in hockey for the men. Women either, but listen, they fight hard. So I be watching. But yeah, it's next year. It's gonna be in Paris. And I believe Paris is already getting ready for it. Yeah, it's in Paris, yeah.
It's in 24, right?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So I believe Paris is already getting ready for it and building stuff because it takes a while to get everything ready for next year. So
for sure,
it's gonna be pretty exciting.
Nice.
I'm excited for that.
Nice. Me too.
So yeah, I'm excited for like the upcoming season though. I did get a bunch of ESPN updates today. It was like trade stuff.
Yep. What you got?
The Wizards agreed to a 4-year deal with Kyle Kuzma.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I also know the Suns agreed to deals with guard Damian Lee and forward Keita Bates. 3-time All-Star Chris Middleton agrees on a 3-year deal with the Bucks, so he's going back to Milwaukee, or he's staying in Milwaukee.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's good for him. I think like what they have with in Minnesota with Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. I think that works. It works for them.
Yep.
It might not have worked this year. Shit happens, but it works for them. And then the Lakers are expected to offer Austin Reeves a 4-year contract as soon as free agency opens.
And he been clowning? Yeah. I figured he'd get something.
Who?
Austin Reeves. I forgot that's your team. You probably think of it.
Listen. I am a Lakers fan, but I just be having moments, man.
That's what you get when that's your team. You ride for ups and the downs.
I do, because I rode with the ups and the downs when Kobe was there. I was strong with him. I was strong.
Yeah.
I was strong with him. So I'm not gonna throw him to the wayside. But I do like other teams. Like I like the Suns. Love Kevin.
Of course.
I like the Golden State Warriors. Who doesn't like the Warriors? I'm really just waiting, even though I'm sick and tired of hearing about James Harden. Well, we can scratch Kyrie off that list because he's staying with Dallas. But I'm tired of hearing about James Harden and Damian Lillard. I really hope that Damian Lillard does whatever is best for him and his family.
Yeah.
But I personally feel like he can do better than Portland.
Yeah.
I mean, Bradley Beal came to his senses.
Yeah.
So
time. It's time, sir.
Oh my God, it's so time.
It's time. You better do it now before you get too old and don't nobody want you.
Listen, no shade, because this might be Chris Paul's season coming up.
He 38.
This might be
He's 38
season coming up. Okay,
that man is 38. Yeah, if you don't get it this year, you ain't getting it.
Yeah,
you had 2 chances. Beat on the Suns. You had 2 shots.
Yeah, maybe it was the Arizona Heat. It's dry down there.
Oh.
So who knows?
Well.
But before we go, there has been some changes at ESPN.
Yeah, today, y'all.
Folks is getting eggs is high.
Yeah, I found out today.
Eggs is high.
Oh, you silly. They got it. So, yeah, ESPN just
they cutting
everybody. Cut it. Right. Cut it.
They is cutting people.
Okay. Yeah, so layoffs have shooken the ESPN.
I am shocked.
Right.
Shocked.
Yeah, a number of high profile, probably some of y'all favorite sports analysts is gone. Okay?
This rain is out of pocket.
Mad. It's out of pocket.
And I don't have an umbrella.
Oh, me either. Oh, well. Well, so there have been a plethora of cuttages. So the first to go was top NBA sports analyst. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's been doing it for a long time. Jeff Vangundy. Yeah, he's on his way out with the first people. So
way out.
Yeah. Shortly after that, you had Marchand, Andrew Marchand of the New York Post. Wait, no. I'm sorry. Jalen Rose. I apologize. Said Jalen Rose was let go as well.
I'm sad about that one.
Yeah.
I don't like Jalen Hairline right now, but it's spray paint, right?
Stop.
But I'm sad about Jalen.
Anyway, Max Kellerman.
I'm sad about that too.
He's been on there for a long time.
Max used to argue and go toe to toe with Stephen A on First Take. I am sad about that. That is hurtful.
So you got the Monday Night Countdown host Susie Colbert. She's gone.
Man.
She's been laid off after 27 years.
Here's the thing: these people can all go to other networks and like be picked up.
They can. So who else got let go, you ask? NFL star Keyshawn Johnson. He had a radio show.
Working for them because I'm sick of like Kendrick.
He I don't know, but his name ain't on here, but he need to go.
Damn, they forgot one.
Well, they did 20, so yeah. So
that is nuts to let go of like these top like high profile people.
Yeah, so it wasn't just the people that you see on TV. So you had 3 front facing members of ESPN's on air NFL team were let go as well. Steve Young, Matt Hasselbeck. Ain't he married to that one Survivor lady, Elizabeth Hasselbeck? Yeah, he is. Okay, anyway. Yeah. All these people gone.
I mean, they can all go to like other networks and be picked up. Listen, I mean, if you gotta get like NBA on TNT, because listen, Ernie and them secure, okay?
Over there on TNT.
Over there on TNT, you know. But yeah, that's really I feel for them just because like they have all been at their jobs for like a plethora of years. So it sucks for sure. It definitely sucks.
So yeah, I think it has something to do because ESPN is owned by Disney,
and Disney is going through some changes.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's more like a financial thing going on. They're cutting costs or whatever. Yeah, so they can always find a gig somewhere else.
For sure, because like they were good at their jobs, so. I'm sure we'll see Jalen and Jeff Vangundy and Susie soon. I'm sure we'll see Jalen on somebody's network immediately. So I'm not really worried about it. But it still sucks.
Yeah.
It still sucks. Listen, make sure y'all are following with these NBA updates because it is still that season. Trades and stuff are still happening. Folks are still being let go. So just make sure you're keeping up and you are following along because we definitely are. I post them in the story every time I get them because it be good news. If you are not, make sure that you are following us on the Instagram. It is WDWKAS podcast.
And our Twitter is Where Do Women Know 1, and that's KNO, the number 1.
Also in the Instagram bio, there is a link to our link tree. Our link tree has all of our different links to our different articles and the Instagram and the Twitter. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out. As always, I'm Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
We shall see y'all next week. Peace.
Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period.